Allow me to explain what's going on, because I've tried to explain this over the past couple of days, and I don't know if I've done a good job or not, okay? So here's the deal. Today, this very stream that I'm streaming live right now will be interrupted, all right? It could be interrupted as early as noon, meaning in 1 hour from now, okay? However, it's no guarantee that it'll be interrupted at noon. It could be interrupted a little bit on the later side, basically sometime in the early afternoon, okay? The interruption means that the stream has to go offline. For how long, you ask?
Nope.
Well, thanks for asking. I don't know. If all things go according to plan, this should be a quick thing. Like, I would think, if it goes according to plan, maybe 30 minutes. Okay? But, you know how life works. You know that in life there's no guarantees. You know that in life monkey wrenches get tossed around all the time. Now, I'm an expert monkey wrench dodger, catcher, or redirector, all right? Because I get these in my life every day. But some things are just outside of the realm of your control. So I have absolutely no idea really what's going to happen today. In fact, you know, not that I'm going to tell you up front, because I'm not. Remember, I learned my lesson from the last time around. I will tell you stories after they are done. I'm not going to tell you stories before they happen or in the middle. I'm going to tell you once the story is completed, so that way you actually know everything that happened. So as long as nothing crazy happens, tomorrow I should be able to tell you the full story of what's actually going on today, causing a stream interruption.
Ziggy Piggy Cheered, he says, I'm kind of confused why you think my question was dumb. Normal people don't typically keep personal information they're afraid of other people seeing in their kitchens. That's false. All the time, a lot of people put stuff up on their fridges, right? And for important information about, oh, here's important contact numbers. Here's information about doctor's appointment. Here's a schedule, right? Here's a place that I frequent commonly, so I put up common information about them in the kitchen or hang it out. You know, things that you take on a daily basis, you know. There's a million things I could bring up. It's just common stuff that would be in a kitchen. So, Ziggy Piggy, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm not going to do that early. That'd be pretty stupid. Okay? So that's the thing. I've actually, you know, been involved with a, you know, situation here where I hope this thing just goes smoothly and well and no problems at all. I mean, in reality, it shouldn't. But that doesn't mean anything. Because reality is a weird thing for me, that's for sure. So we'll see. All right? So here's the deal. Today we're doing our podcast, and I'm excited. I love the Level 1 podcast. We're going to chill today. Do I have too much to talk about? Well, talk a little bit about GTA. We'll talk a little bit about Chrono Trigger. One game news story today, nothing even really major. Mostly, this stream will likely be more just chilling and relaxing, okay? But the thing is, I don't even know if we should even bother starting with Street Fighter gameplay until the interruption happens. But what if the interruption doesn't happen right away? Well, then I don't want to keep you guys hanging either. So here's how we're going to approach it. Let's just do a normal podcast today. Okay? If I happen to be interrupted during the podcast and we say, okay, well, the interruption's coming now, then we will end the podcast, turn the stream off, and the stream will return after the interruption is over. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. So I'm excited for more. I love Chrono Trigger. Now, I want to say this, all right? Chrono Trigger's not getting a ton of views on streams, all right? Chrono Trigger did not get great support last night, okay? Chrono Trigger is a game I've wanted to play for a decade. It's a game that's one of my favorite games of all time, and I want to play it regardless. You understand? I'm going to be honest. 10 years ago when I played Chrono Trigger, it also did poorly, and that's when I was 20 times more popular. When I played Chrono Trigger 10 years ago, people said, why are you playing an old game? I don't understand why you're playing old games. Why aren't you playing a new game? Why don't you play Grand Theft Auto? Why don't you play this? And I was like, because it's a retro game that I love. I grew up playing it. It's a game where tons of other games have learned from and or evolved from. It's part of gaming history. You really should give it a shot. And most of my audience a decade ago said, oh, you hate this game. Don't play old games. Play new games. And yet again. Gorilla Pimp Chew says, what's up? I hate this boring-ass game. I would rather eat bird shit live on a stream than play this here. And here's hoping you're having a beautiful day. Thank you very much for that support, Gorilla X Pimp. I appreciate that.
And it was frustrating. It was one of the times when I actually got into arguments with my audience, even on Twitter. I was posting up on Twitter and people were arguing with me, oh, you're so offensive to your audience. You should listen to what your audience wants. And I was like, oh, so basically I should never play classic games ever in my life because you guys are basically being very ignorant towards them. That's pretty stupid. But anyway, you know, it was pretty bad a decade ago. I'm not going to lie. People were so demanding of constant new stuff. They didn't ever want to see me play retro stuff, which really sucked. At least today, what I can say is when we play a classic game, all right, I get an audience for it and they come and chill. So for example, with Chrono Trigger, there absolutely is an audience who's there to enjoy Chrono Trigger. And I'm very happy for that. I'm having a good time playing the game. Okay. Today, views don't really matter to me. I don't care if I have 200 viewers on the stream for Chrono Trigger. I really don't. It's not a big deal. And as long as everything evens out, meaning as long as everything else is going well, then it doesn't matter that Chrono Trigger ends up being a slow stream, okay? It could be the slow stream. But I'm nervous that what's going to end up happening is this game ends up being the slow game, and it doesn't get support. And what if there's a day when also the other stream I'm doing doesn't get support? That's going to be a concern. So what I'll say is this. First of all, for those supporting GTA, for those supporting Street Fighter, thank you. You guys are making it possible for me to play Chrono Trigger. And I mean that too. And that may not even be your intention. Your intention may be, hey, I love Street Fighter, that's why I support it. Or hey, I love the GTA playthrough, that's why I'm supporting it. Well, you don't even realize that your generosity and your support of my content allows me to then go on and play other things that I like.
Thank you very, 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 very much. Really.
You see? Thank you for that. A lot of people take that for granted. I don't. I love Chrono Trigger. This is a game I've wanted to play for 10 years. And ever since I became an interactive streamer 6 years ago, I've wanted to do a second run of it. Now I'm doing it, and I'm having a grand time doing it. So thank you for allowing me to have these nice streams that are so fun and chill with an audience that actually cares. 10 years ago, the audience didn't care. They didn't even want me to play the game. They were yelling at me that I played it. Today, I have a different kind of audience, and I'm happy for that. Okay? Okay, so once again, thank you to those supporting my streams and content who are allowing me through your support to play Chrono Trigger. Right now, Chrono Trigger is very slow for support. Just being honest. Now, maybe that'll change. Maybe things will pick up. Maybe we'll have some good streams of Chrono Trigger moving forward, you know, and it won't be the dead last stream when it comes to support. Or maybe it will. I don't know. All right? But as long as everything else keeps going the way it's going, then it won't matter. Okay, so let's see what happens. If you're someone who's watching Chrono Trigger on demand, please enjoy. Please consider, first of all, engaging with the videos, liking, and leaving comments. And of course, maybe a super thanks on the video, or perhaps a tip. That would help tremendously, since I'm not making anything else on the videos, or on the playthrough. Like I said, the stream, you know, very slow. I think we had like less than $10 of tips, and maybe one member, and maybe like one super chat. And it's like, well, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and bitch, because I'm having, you know, everything else is good.
And if you want to see me continue to be able to do this as my job, you want to help the efforts to keep bringing the fun gameplay streams every single day,